Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Something I haven't done in a while, but we're going to do it this time. When I wrote this chapter, there's a couple things that I knew was coming out wrong, and we need to do editing. So you get to see how things were and how they are now for the last chapter that I did for the Algonzo Witches. Now let's go ahead and get started. The first one is, it's the very second chapter when Rholan is talking, and this is how it went. You do not have to come with me. If there is to be death, I wish that it were limited to only me. You need not sacrifice yourself on my behalf. Alright, you may think, what's wrong with that? Well, in my mind, there needed to be a reiteration of his motivation, why he was there. So this is what we have now. You don't have to come with me. If there is to be death, I wish that it were limited to only me. You need not sacrifice yourself on my behalf, but there is little choice for me. I have to return home. I have to help the people on the island. And I promised to try to get you and your people back to your forests. That states a lot more of what his motivation is, and kind of a groundwork for what will be coming for him later on in the chapter. Alright, let's go to the second thing, because there's three things I want to cover. Now, here we are about them coming to realization of different things about what's going on the island. This is the paragraph as it originally was. In an instant, the vole was cognizant that something was wrong. Her expression caught Rholan and helped him realize that she was not delusional or lying to him. They both saw a weather that was most oppressive, but each saw what would trouble them more. For the vole, heavy rain led to flooding. For Rholan, an ice storm leads to snow, which is exceedingly rare and deadly for his people, who are only exposed to it once in a lifetime. Snow halted trade and agriculture. It always led to hunger. Okay, now this is how I changed it. In an instant, the vole recognized that something was wrong. Her expression caught Rholan and helped him realize that she was not delusional or trying to lie to him. They both saw a weather that was most oppressive, but each saw what troubled them more. For the vole, heavy rain led to flooding. For Rholan, an ice storm leads to snow, which is exceedingly rare and deadly for the people on the coasts. Now that's where I changed it. Instead of just for the people, I put it on the coast, a specific location, because there are locations in ag where snow is a little more common, not highly common, but a little bit more. And so he would recognize what it was, recognize how dangerous it was for his people, but also know that in some places it was a little more common. That gave him a little bit more of a reason to say what he did and have some of the fear that he did. Okay, now the last part, and some of you may have recognized this when we were doing the live stream. I did ask if people could find errors, and I was hoping someone would bring this up, but no one did. The vole, in the beginning of the paragraph, or towards the beginning, mentioned that she anticipated water ahead. I didn't say why. I didn't demonstrate anything that would make her think that. And there is a reason for that. Some of you that have experienced my writing before know that I do not reveal everything at once. And oftentimes, I do not reveal the story at once. I leave things hanging to be explained later, to be demonstrated later, or to make sense later. And this is one of them. So if you caught that beforehand wondering, well, why? It's not because I forgot to write something. It's because I deliberately left it for people to query about in their own mind. Alright, we're down with another one with editing. I hope you folks have an absolutely wonderful day.